Ladies and gents, welcome to Six Figs. We're going to be talking about some very important updates on the internet computer, as well as some big time information that could propel the price of ICP to just absolute crazy numbers. We're going to be talking about internet computers deuterium. I don't know how the heck to pronounce that, but the brains at DFINITY do, and that's what they named this important milestone, which is powered by chain fusion. This dropped the other day, and really when it comes down to it, there are key functions for this milestone. Number one is threshold Schnorr signing of Taproot assets, on-chain Bitcoin block headers. Now, really, when it comes down to it, in my opinion, this is very bullish, especially when we are talking about Bitcoin, right? Now, back in 2021, Bitcoin adopted Schnorr signatures as a part of the Taproot upgrade, which was activated in November of 2021. So this basically replaces previously used ECDSA algorithms. So this is more efficient and a more secure signature scheme. Now, I think that Taproot is pretty much in the same realm as Schnorr signatures as far as when it was activated on Bitcoin's network. I believe that also went live in November of 2021. And really, this does a few key things, like enhances the ability to hide complex scripts, smart contracts within a single public key. So when this is combined with Schnorr signatures, Taproot always allows participants in a transaction to cooperate and produce a single signature. So it's very complex, etc. But basically, this is going to increase the robustness, security, complexity, things like that. So this is a very bullish thing that we are seeing right now with this deuterium blah 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 milestone that DFINITY dropped on the internet computer. Now, I want to be talking about AgriDAO. I think this is a very important project going into the near future. I think I might be working with them as well. This is going to be an incredible opportunity to basically convert food into real world assets. And we're going to talk more about this later on. I'm going to bring Terry, the founder, on to talk about this. But from what he has told me, this is going to be a very bullish play, real world commodities play that will allow people to just trade food, buy food. I'm super bullish on that. He will be talking with ICP Hub Kenya, and this is going down August 17th, 10 a.m. EAT time. So check out ICP underscore, or excuse me, at ICP Hub underscore KE to check this out. But some other crazy stuff that's happening with DFINITY. I've been kind of poking around on the IC since late 2020, 2021, just kind of after they went live at TGE. But I thought this chart was great. DFINITY dropped this, and basically it's a query and update message chart. Now, this basically means that the queries and the updates are when people are sending and receiving data across the internet computer. So you can see that just in the last year alone, there were 403,000 update messages and 890,000 query messages. And in the last year, we have seen these numbers grow to like 10x, to 6.4 million updated messages, 8.3 million query messages. And you can see that there is a big curve going upwards. So this is really a nice thing to see, especially on the IC. And you can check this out for yourself on the internet computer dashboard. And really, a year ago, we were seeing very low numbers and excuse me, all time, the last few years, you can see how much this has grown entirely. Another thing that I love to pay attention to, folks, is the canisters. This is the amount of smart contracts being deployed on the internet computer, and it's just been this amazing ride upwards. I absolutely love looking at this chart, to say the least, because it tells you people are building on the IC. So there's a lot of stuff going on within the IC right now. DFINITY is getting down to business when it comes to chain fusion and integrating into other blockchains as well. Super bullish on one of the more recent ones, Chain Key Uniswap. This is a big degen playground, and I do think that there could be some benefits that the internet computer could propel towards Uniswap in the Ethereum, Chain Key Ethereum realm, to drastically reduce ETH gas and things like that. Internet computer, folks, this thing's down 2.7% on the day. We're chilling at a modest $7.10. We're still up 85% over the year. Now, I've been talking to you guys about ICP. There's another project, CKB, which I'm super bullish on. But ICP, folks, you know, this is just this really crazy play that's going on. And in the last video, and even on, I shouldn't say the last video, on August 6th, I went ahead and dropped this chart right here of basically a Fibonacci channel. Now, a Fibonacci channel will tell us kind of what's going on with the price action. When you drop these Fibonacci channels, you always kind of want to make sure that price action is playing appropriately within support and resistance. So in this case, we can see that this Fibonacci channel is possibly drawn up perfectly, because you can see there's lots of resistance, support, and you can see how these candlesticks are just kind of bouncing off these lines here. So we had this dramatic drawdown in price from about $21 all the way down to about $5.81. This isn't just the internet computer that dropped down this much. This is the entire cryptoverse. There's been a lot of things going on that are causing this volatility. But we can see that the most recent volatility that we had the other day seems to have been obeying this Fibonacci channel. So this is a good thing that could be happening. And I do think that there might be something that is going on, especially when it comes to politics, the political atmosphere. There's a lot going on in the world, like wars, basic contention of war starting. There is the U.S. elections. One party has been damaging the crypto industry for years. The other seems to be warming up to it. So I do think that there's a lot of factors in play, and I am hoping that we could see maybe a move like this play out over the winter going into the next year. I don't think that we're going to see this thing just go absolutely parabolic anytime soon. I think that the next best chance for a rally possibly are interest rate cuts by the Fed. Also, I do think that the elections in November in the United States will have something to do with what's going on the charts basically across the entire world. So what I'm hoping happens here is that let's just kind of move over to a weekly chart, and we can see that right now it appears that we are seeing price action maybe move into this symmetrical triangle squeeze, something like that. I do think that there might be another retest of like the $6.59-ish area. But when we look at this 3-day chart, or even like the daily chart, we can almost see that there is this symmetrical triangle forming. And I do think that the potential for a little rebound could possibly be there. And I do say this because I think that price action on the daily is just kind of far from this Ichimoku cloud. So I'm hoping that we see price at least come up to this $8.30, 25-cent level. If we can break above this 50 moving average, the better. This is one of my favorite plays on the long-term charts. The daily, 3-day, weekly is when price action is trading below the 50, which is this purple line, and way below the 200. This gives us an opportunity to rebound back up to this 200. So I'm disappointed that we weren't able to get up to that 200 moving average here, and I'm disappointed that price wasn't able to hold this 50 moving average on the daily. But market conditions are extremely volatile just based on the world's events lately. So I do think that right now it's going to be a hurry up and wait game, and I'm just expecting ICP to really kind of trade within this $9.50 range to $6.91 range until the markets kind of know what's going on. But there's something else that I do want to share with you guys that makes me super bullish on the longer term prospects of the internet computer price action. When we have this basic Fibonacci channel, you can see so far price has been obeying it quite nicely. If there is any opportunity for major gains, it could possibly, and this is not financial or trading advice, but it could possibly come from an incredible setup known as a cup and handle. So if this cup and handle plays out, I do think that, you know, we could be easily seeing something along these lines. We've already kind of got the cup, we've already kind of got the handle, and it's just going to be a waiting game or a matter of waiting to see if this Fibonacci channel baseline, the 0, gets violated by price. I do think that if this cup and handle does fill out and it does increase, folks, one way you can tell to kind of get an idea of where price might end up is to measure from the bottom of the cup up to the basic brim. And there's two ways. So I would expect that price would reach about $50 on the low side. And I would also argue that price has the ability to maybe even reach up to $185. I know that sounds crazy, but guess what? Assets in crypto squeeze. The volatility is violent. We see this all the time with run-ups and things like that. Would it sustain these levels for very long? Who knows? It just depends on what's going on within the markets, folks. I think what I'm going to try to do is get a more in-depth, detailed video for you guys on Friday on the more shallow time frame charts, like the 4-hour, 12-hour, 1-hour charts. And folks, I've been absent for like the last month or so. I've been traveling all over Europe. I've been dealing with like coronavirus and lung issues from that. But it seems like I'm back now, and it seems like I can hold my breath and really kind of talk on camera now for more than 10 minutes or more than 5 minutes without coughing up a storm and things like that. So folks, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you could please drop me a like and let me know in the comments section, does $185 seem unreasonable to you? You know what, that's going to be a big market cap, like $150 billion, somewhere in there. Maybe not that much, but I would guess that it would probably be in the range of $100 to $125 billion. We'll do the math on Friday. Love you guys all. We'll see you on the next video.